That's weird. You heard that too?
Yes.
This meeting is being recorded. By continuing to be in the meeting, you are consenting. Wow. So now I love it. They're asking for consent now.
Oh, wow. Zoom is asking for consent.
So
Thanks, Zoom.
Missy, you have my consent.
Oh, thank you. Wow. I can't think of any other nice things they do right now, but that's one of them.
Behind the scenes, they always got along really well. And I think you and I get along really well.
Yeah.
This was perfect. We are perfectly paired the way that the Winchesters are perfectly paired.
Sure.
And
I don't want to be
pie.
like them though, so don't put that out there. I'm good. Thank you.
But anyway, it's been a while, so I'm very excited to get some more Supernatural. It always strangely perks up my week. So
yay.
You wouldn't think a bunch of horrible brutality would, but it does.
For you, yes, I would actually. That is definitely your bag. So, yep. You and your weird slasher movies. And yes, I would 100% expect this to be the highlight of your week. So, yeah.
Let's do it.
Off we go.
And now, Dearborn, Michigan, baby. Yeah. It doesn't normally look this scary there, though. It's a little more small towny vibes, but it's fine.
Impossible.
Nice. Nice moves. I mean, you're still going to die. It's the opening of this episode, but doing well. It's going to be on the second floor.
Thank you. Or?
Being a friend.
Amy.
I was just sitting in the
It's the right thing to do. So, thanks.
They do. They travel down the road and back again.
Oh my God, they totally do. That blows up my mind.
Welcome to Crazy Town. Population 1 dead guy.
Who was it?
You're great.
Matthew Hammond seems to have been crushed to death.
By?
Well, if we weren't on the 10th floor, I'd say by a car.
AA, 10 years. Dead and sober. Double crappy.
There's a
Dead and sober.
charge keeps coming up, $50 a month at a place called Jane's.
Something was eating at him, though, the last time I saw him. He almost slipped.
When?
Just before he died, I guess. Called me from Neil's Tavern, said he was an inch away from drinking, so I ran over and talked him off the ledge.
What, do you know what triggered it?
Like I said, he didn't share much.
Okay.
Can I help you?
Yes,
We got to have it in the episode somewhere.
Just had a few questions about a customer of yours, name of Matthew Hammond.
Sure. He's not in trouble, is he?
Actually, Mr. Hammond's no longer with us.
He came in a couple days ago, paid me 3 years in advance to keep his monthly delivery going.
And where do the flowers go?
Miss Elizabeth Duran.
You mind writing Elizabeth's address down? I'd like to pay her a visit.
Yeah, that's not inappropriate at all, but sure. It literally feels like
Meet Elizabeth Duran.
Sunnydale.
9 out of 10. Wow. Elizabeth Duran, killed 10 years ago when a neighbor backed out of his driveway, didn't see her bike. No one was ever charged. Police ruled it an accident.
Let me guess. Neighbors are 10th floor pancake.
Oof.
At least you know he felt bad. I mean, flowers.
Kind of makes you wonder if the guy wasn't drunk when he ran her over. The fun never stops.
Nope.
Keep that thing away from me!
There's a dog after me.
What is your address?
Eek.
I don't know. Some restaurant somewhere.
Sir?
Okay. No. This is horrible.
Sir, you need to...
Guess what I found? Red dirt under his nails.
Just like the car crash guy's floor.
Yeah. So, gotta be someplace around here they both walked.
Well, why don't we get you out of here before you get road killed, huh?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You won't even believe me.
Well, try it.
I was just put on trial and sentenced to death.
What'd you do?
Held up a liquor store. They killed the owner and his wife. I
Okay.
wasn't thinking. I was young.
When was this?
1981.
And they just put you on trial?
No, I just got out of prison.
Okay, you make a list.
This is like a curse.
Oh, it's okay.
Did 30 years. I just got parole. Not that you ever fear that. Think about it every day.
So then what were you running from?
The trial. All I know is 1 minute I'm at the bar and the next I get jumped. Wake up in a damn courtroom.
Like a courtroom?
Well, no. There was a judge. Everything was crazy. It was in a barn.
At the apple farm?
Yeah.
This is a lot.
In this bar where you were grabbed?
Neil's Tavern.
Same place Matthew Hammond went before his,
Who the hell are you?
kind of specialize in crazy. So, this judge, you got a name?
But there was these weird symbols.
Symbols.
When did our black and white case turn to mud? I'm just saying I'm having a hard time not rooting for the ghosts on this one.
No, you said it yourself. It's not on us to judge.
Yeah, except that that's complete crap.
So what? You're saying what? You don't want to work the job anymore?
I'm just saying, one simple freaking day on the job, is that too much to ask?
I'm gonna go try and find that barn. You coming?
I'm gonna check the bar.
I'm not going back. They're out there.
Who?
The people I killed.
You're safer with me than not.
No.
I don't know if he really believes that.
Okay. I need you to stay inside the circle until I get back.
Now he really looks
Okay.
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Stay put.
You work the night shift?
Why? Plan on making this a regular thing?
No, I just got a few
Okay.
questions. Believe it or not, I'm a cop.
I don't believe it.
I believe it.
Oh.
You look like you've seen some crap. I'm sorry, I was off all week, but Frank will be back tomorrow.
Right.
2 quick doubles, it's something. I'm Mia, by the way.
Like to hear people's problems, do you?
I get curious.
I don't think she's just a
You
bartender.
do something behind someone's back because you had to.
Now you feel bad?
I think there's more to her.
If you had to, I feel guilty.
I think he conveniently just stumbled into the source of their problems.
Well, we don't have enough room for the worms if we pop that can, sister.
Yeah, well, I'm off in an hour. So don't pass out on me.
Well, I think I'll switch to beer.
Good choice.
Definitely Egyptian. Book of the Dead.
What?
Good news then.
They identify the god Osiris.
Egyptian.
Real
Wow.
authoritarian type. He gets a hold of you, he's judge, jury, and executioner. Lore says that he can see directly into the human heart. He weighs the guilt. If he finds more than a feather's worth, boom, you're done.
So what's he doing in Dearborn?
Well, it seems like he just pops up and does his circuit judge act and then disappears again. It means you two got to get the hell out of Dodge. This guy hones in on people that feel guilty. Who does that sound like to you?
Dadoy.
It's been a while.
It's a bartender.
Nothing but a ground ball. Just got to put your mitt down.
This is what you do.
Oh, wow. That doesn't happen often. It's too late, buddy. It's too late.
Dean, about time, man.
Hello?
Who's this?
Oh, well, I picked this off the ground where I've been standing for 10 minutes thinking it would ring. Dean's phone?
Yeah.
Well, he was supposed to meet me here.
Where are you? I can be right there.
She's like, yeah, sure. I don't know who you are, but fine.
I've got no information, but he's missing.
Nope. There's a guy I was considering hooking up with, and some other male voice comes on the phone, and
he's missing. So yeah, okay.
Oh no, you're so screwed up, dude.
I mean, Sam gave him no instruction, and also didn't say like, "This is why it will protect you." Right?
No, please. I'm sorry.
Oh,
please.
You did it to us.
Here it is. Well, I hope he's okay.
You want to talk charges, or?
I'd rather talk about your Bukowski shtick at the bar. What, you can't jump a guy when he's sober?
You and that waitress had quite a talk, huh? Get a couple of drinks in you, and the guilt comes pouring.
Oh my God, that actor.
Eavesdropper, that's cute.
Speaking of,
He's the initial
you
villain
gonna
in
skulk
Iron
all
Man.
night, Sam? I assume you figured out who I am, too.
I dig it though.
Yeah. Osiris.
This is cool.
He's an Egyptian god.
Ta-da.
Now go about your business, Sam.
It's cool
Look, if anyone should be on trial, it's me.
Feels a little bit last season, but I'm down for it.
Away.
But he has the right to an attorney, doesn't he? Let me defend him.
Well, that's unusual.
Well, you going to respect his rights or not?
Why not?
Has the right to an attorney.
Sam, you're not a lawyer.
That was pre-law.
Yeah, pre-law.
All right, then. Let's get started.
That's
Before you took
definitely
me out
not
of
enough.
List of
school.
witnesses I can call?
It's definitely not enough.
Endless.
Objection.
Are you going to let me finish my sentence, Sam?
No. This isn't fair.
Fair. Joanna Beth Harvell to the stand.
Remember her?
Oh,
Dean.
shit.
I trusted him.
No one knows.
So if you're trying to say that he was a bad guy or something.
Was it hard?
What?
So she actually speaks her real truth. That's
Working with
interesting. I like that.
Considering your feelings.
It's not just
No.
a fabrication.
Feelings.
You would have done quite
I
a
know
bit.
what you're
for him.
getting at, and it's bull.
So Dean had nothing to do with your first case, the one that started it all. You would have chosen the exact same road.
To impress some loudmouth ass you just met? Or because you wanted to be like your dad?
Daddy issues.
Yeah.
Listen, Dean, I don't...
She didn't serve me. She's gone.
All right. You took Sam Winchester to the stand.
Oops.
But were you or were you not happily out of the family racket until Dean showed back up in that gas guzzler? The truth now.
You're under oath.
Is it a gas guzzler? I mean,
Adrian Blicky. Ah!
It's complicated.
That one act had quite a domino effect. But don't you think that your brother dragged you back into that catastrophic mess because he'd rather damn you with him than be alone?
Oof.
No. One way or another, I got pulled back in.
You know that for certain.
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
I'm positive.
I believe you. Hey, if it was about convincing me, I would say...
What?
I don't decide Dean's guilt.
You sure you don't?
I just weigh the guilt that's already there. This is solely about how Dean feels.
he weighs the guilt on
Way
his heart
down
against
deep.
other.
Yeah.
So if Dean believes he's innocent, then he is?
If. A big if.
I want to call Dean to the stand.
Oh, you do now? There is an order to this stuff, you know.
You're not following it, so why should he?
Okay. I'll allow him.
When you came and got me, did you know Jess would die? Or any of it?
Of course not.
How could you? I mean, are you psychic? That's a question.
No. Definitely not psychic.
So why would you feel guilty about not predicting the future?
I guess it doesn't make any sense. Actually, yeah, no, I don't.
What about Joe? Did you actually kill her?
No.
Isn't it true that you don't feel guilty about her? That you're just sad she's dead?
Actually, maybe, yeah.
I like your style, Sam.
Does any of this feel like it's really on you?
Not really.
Then is your heart heavy with guilt or just plain heavy and none of this guy's business?
What you said. The second thing.
Then I rest my case.
Very good. Both of you. All right. Because I really enjoyed that, I'm going to be generous and ask, Dean, do you want me to call my last witness?
I know you didn't want to let her go, but it was the right thing. What the hell's he talking about?
Ally McBeal. Just drop the hammer, will you?
Wait, he's giving us more
It's not
time.
gonna make a difference, Sam.
You need another moment?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my god, I love how excited you
Court
are right
reached a
now.
verdict. I find you, Dean Winchester, guilty in your heart and sentence you to die.
Well, I guess
Like in the
Dean's just
salt
gonna.
circle.
I told him.
I would just make a really big condo,
Got to one way or another.
cover each wall with salt.
Put it into the paint.
There's still time.
It's worked a few times since the Pharaohs were big.
So it's temporary?
Long temporary. I say we slap that Band-Aid on and leave finding a cure to some hunter in a spacesuit. Now you're gonna need to stab him with a ram's horn.
A ram's horn?
Specific.
Where am I going to find a ram's horn in Dearborn?
No clue.
Yeah.
Make sure it's a
There's
sharp
no- there's
piece.
no rams
Ain't
in-
gonna let you stab him twice.
She's right there.
Thanks. Ram's horn. Huh. Apparently, Jewish people blow through them once a year.
Big ass boxes of salt, man. Like all the time.
You can come out now.
I mean, it's smart. Is Joe that's gonna? I have a hard time believing that.
I'm guessing you're not here for bar mitzvah lessons.
Awkward. It's about to be
Like-
awkward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's his thing. Some kind of twisted eye for an eye.
It's okay.
No, it's not. You deserve better.
No, you did. You deserve better, Joe.
Can we revive her, please?
Hunters are never kids. I never was. I didn't even stop to think about
It's
it.
not your fault. It wasn't on you.
No, but I didn't want to do it alone. Who does? The right thing would have been to send your ass back home to your mom.
I'd like to have seen you try.
God, I love her so much.
He was right about one thing.
What, your massive crush on me?
Shut up. You carry all kinds of crap you don't have to, Dean.
Ooh, I know that feeling. I'd be screwed with this judge.
And it gets clearer when you're dead.
Well, in that case, you should be able to see that I am 90% crap.
No.
You really want to die not knowing?
Yeah.
It's time.
I figured that was the method they were going to take. I was like, she blew up in a fire. She's going to blow him up in a fire.
Come on, Dean. I used to hunt ghosts. I know the tricks.
I don't want to see her kill him. Oh, man. I'm so confused what's going to happen here. Or that'll work. And look,
For a little while. One people.
Two people.
Well, he's the hunter. But yeah.
So where the hell did that come from? Volunteering to defend me.
He's gonna kick me out.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I don't know, man. In another life, you might have made it pretty.
I'm sure he would have. Especially for being pre-law.
Come on, Dean.
That's really impressive.
That's not your fault.
The good way.
You were pretty convincing.
So who is he talking about? Final witness thing.
No idea. Honestly, that could be just about anybody dead we know.
Lying always worked out well for you guys, but I understand why.
Yeah.
By the way, I mean, I get why Judge Judy put me on trial. I got guilt coming out of my pores, but why do you skip you?
I think I just don't feel guilty anymore. Come on. Look, I don't know what to tell you, Dean. I mean, I spent a lot of time feeling pretty crappy. Like,
that's
my whole life.
nice.
What, do you have a secret stash of happy pills?
Hell. Look, I'm not saying it's logical. I just, I feel like I did a lot of stuff I should have felt bad for, and
you also
then I paid a lot of dues.
were punished
and came out the other
for a
side.
long time.
And that worked.
Yeah.
I mean, you really feel like your slate's wiped?
No. Sometimes I see Lucifer when I friggin' brush my teeth, but I don't know. I guess I just finally feel like my past is my past, and I can move on with my life.
That's really beautiful.
Hopefully.
Easier said than done.
Not arguing that.
Well, I don't know whether to be jealous or weirded out.
Maybe used to it. I mean, I don't want to sound lame, but I kind of feel good, Dean.
Well, you are going to be a pleasure to write with.
Right? It's like, that's not the worst.
That was a cool episode. I really dug it.
Yeah, see? So it wasn't like terrible. All terrible.
No, I mean, I got to see Joe again. That's always nice.
Got to see Joe.
Glad she didn't have to do the full deed. She only started to.
Yep.
Like that we had a little bit of closure in some regard there, which was very nice.
Yeah, I felt like that really, she wasn't like, yay, everything's great. I'm in the good place. I'm totally fine. But she was like, it's okay. You get some clarity when you die, and good.
That was my favorite part, is that it wasn't just her essence, it wasn't like vengeful. It wasn't, it was her.
Yeah.
It's just she was her hand was being forced. I appreciate that.
Yes. And I think that's also too, like, when you understand that, like, he's making me do this, then you also can understand, like, the other ghosts that we saw who shot that last guy.
Yeah.
Like, they're not vengeful spirits either. So, the dog isn't like an evil dog, and, it's all just, everything is just played out by Osiris. So,
yeah. No, I like it. It's cool though. That's part of the reason why you could see in that dog's face. It was just like, but I gotta do this.
Yeah. Nothing was inherently evil or was like trying to, like, wanting to attack the people.
Yeah. Osiris was fun though. Osiris was actually a really fun villain.
Yes. It's very interesting, the concept of like, whoa, you don't have to convince me. It's not on me to decide. This is entirely up to you.
Yeah.
People want to be judged. like,
yeah.
Ugh.
And that whole dynamic, it was like we're getting a courtroom scene, but it's slightly, a supernatural courtroom scene, but it's really fun. I also like the actor because he's, like I said, he's in Iron Man. If you've seen Iron Man, he's like the villain they set up to be the villain, only to be twist, not the real villain.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah. It was also cool to get like we got a lot of flashbacks here. We got flashbacks with Joe. Yep. We got flashbacks to what happened recently. We got flashbacks to what's her name? Adrian Padalecki, Jess.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so confusing me because I'm like,
you're like Adrian Padalecki, not Padalecki.
Yeah. Yeah, not Padalecki. Adrian Padalecki or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, they have very similar names. I just now realized how weird that is. Sad that we didn't get to follow through on the bartender. Not that there was much story there, but Well,
it was. Yeah, it almost would have been more interesting if she had been like kind of working with Osiris or something. Like if she had been like a secondary goddess,
which I was kind of hoping.
Something.
Yeah.
Like something. Like celestial about her, whatever, she had been like something.
I was freaking out though.
There.
I was freaking out when he's like, let's go into your real guilt. And it was just like, oh my God. I thought it was going to come out. I feel like never in this show does it never not at some point come out. I think it's going to. There's no way it wouldn't. But maybe we'll just sweep this one under the rug and
never talk about it ever again. Maybe.
I don't think so. I think it's going to come back one way or another. That's why in this show, whenever they're like fibbing, I'm like, just be honest. It's going to come out anyway. Have you not like existed in this universe long enough to know that eventually the truth always comes out?
Kidding.
Yeah, I really was freaking out there for a minute. I was like, oh, what? Oh,
it's
no.
gonna happen. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be horrible. Like truly, like childhood friend there, basically. Just like, yeah, so I killed her because
especially after Sam's like, I'm gonna defend you, you're a good person, it's okay.
Well, that was going to be a death sentence no matter what. Like he was not getting out of that. It was either he comes clean and then guilt's going to come through because Sam's going to be like, you did what? And then Dean's going to feel terrible and then the guilt's going to be so pure. Or he can try to pretend that he doesn't feel guilty, but deep down, even saying that, it's like,
it doesn't matter because that God is still going to be aware.
Yeah, no getting around that. That's a pretty hard court situation.
Sure is.
I will say this though, while he is definitely shooting for guilt, he does claim, well, it's up to them. Do they feel guilty or not? I get it. In a weird way, he's the fairest judge out there, and he always seeks out the absolute truth. So you can't get around it, even if you try, because there's no lying to him.
In that instance, that human being wasn't judged by Osiris. He still felt so guilty over what he had done. That's why he got sentenced.
So I know there's a weird example, but I just kind of thought about like, what would be weird examples of how someone would die from their guilt? And I was like, so like if like a husband or a wife cheated on their spouse, would their spouse then hunt them down and kill them? Like, I wonder how that all works. Or do they have to have been responsible for someone's death somehow for that to work?
No, I think in that instance, it's like because that's the
your
whole point of this,
spouse would hunt
right?
you down.
Because the whole point of it doesn't have to be something like you killed someone. It could be that, yes, if you feel so guilty, like your heart is heavier than a feather, then you're sentenced to death in his case.
I want to read your comments on anything you feel guilty if you're willing to admit it, because it would be really interesting to think of like
more ridiculous the better.
Please.
I want to know the ridiculous ones.
Please, guys, tell me all of the things that you feel guilty about that are so ridiculous.
Yes. Yes. I want to know. I want to know.
It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed this episode so much, and I'm looking forward to more. And it's been a long time, and now I'm just like right back in it, and I love it so much. So yeah. Anyway, you know what, guys?
Is it really fun, or was it super?
Yeah, it was naturally.
Oh my God, we both did it.
Yeah. You know, I feel like with my height and look, I could easily pass for Jensen's brother. You know?
You're definitely not Jared Padalecki, but we don't have time for this. Subscribe, stay notified, and get on Patreon and do the thing.
Yeah,